Connect your headphones. This is Sunny Audios. Hey, before this video officially begins, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Enjoy! Oh my gosh, wow, it's you. Yeah, I'm definitely here. Last time I checked, I was at least. Can't always be too sure. Well, I tried to make sure the girl in the pic made it here in time to greet you. Had to drag her out of bed today, kicking and screaming, just so she could make her flight. You should have seen her. Not a morning person. And everyone's security's a bitch. Or you're expecting the anime girl from the profile pic. Because, sorry, but you've been catfished. Unfortunately, I'm nowhere near as cute as her. Why do you think I have a face behind her? If she showed up right now asking to square off for you, I'd be done for. No contest. I just hope all the time we spent talking gives me at least a little bit of an advantage. And I meant every word I said. Especially the part about wanting to get absolutely manhandled by Prime Lord Tigris after Tier 3 Ascension. Those claws are calling my name. Hard to compete with that, isn't it? That makes two of us then, unless you think your nails can dig deeper. There's more rooms to this house than the entrance and the kitchen that are used for things other than sleeping, you know. I didn't just rent this place to avoid the crippling anxiety that comes from trying to pick a date night spot in this city. I haven't been to since I was 5. Yeah, it's because my Nana lives a few blocks from here and I wanted to stop by and say hi while I'm here visiting. Lovely place though. Come make yourself comfortable inside. Very convenient that I live close by. Now I can't use the excuse of not visiting her enough. I gotta come and see both of you from time to time. Not too bad of a ride, was it? Did the Uber driver treat you well too? Well, I hope you didn't think the chocolates were from her. Otherwise, that's the second person I had to compete with. Uber driver or some guy who uses anime profile pics online? Pick your poison. Oh, but he can chauffeur you around whenever you want. But you do have to pay for it, so that narrows the competition at least a little bit. By the end of this, I hope I'm at least upgraded to a cute girl that is half as attractive as the anime girl. Well, first I gotta beat the guy with the nice car. I need to dig myself out of that hole since I brought this on myself. It's a double-edged sword, I'm afraid. I wasn't going to have you waste gas to get here. The date was my idea. It's only courtesy that I paid for everything. Don't worry about the money. It's a non-issue for me, and if I was strapped for cash, I would have saved up enough to do what I'm doing now, because you're worth the effort. Oh, am I setting the mood too quickly? I wanted to do at least treat you to dinner first. I hope takeout's good enough. Okay, I'm not that broke. As much as I'd love to take you out to a nice place, I kind of want something a little more intimate for our first proper date. Just the two of us. Yes, and the ambiance of tea light should have been your first hint. Patience! There's a lot more to come as long as we do things in right order. First, let's order something to do so it gets here before midnight. If we don't do it now, we'll get caught up in each other's company to the point that by the time we remember we need to eat, it'll be stuck with that little "there is it in the fridge." And you'll be better off starving than eating anything I cook. Why live when there's plenty of old mom and pop diners that can use all the help they can get to stay afloat in this economy? I don't mind dropping them a little extra if it means I get good food and make a few new friends along the way. You get nice perks as a regular in a lot of places. Once I establish myself in a little more here, I'll make sure we can get the best details on our dates. Hopefully there's more than one. But for now, we've worked with delivery discounts. So what are you craving today? You're the honored guest. Don't be shy about the price. Little known fact, every place has delivery if you have good connections. I may not know anyone here directly, but I've got some contacts. Don't you worry. Ooh, sounds good. I think I might get that as well. I want to do people with good taste, so I trust your judgment. Immaculate taste in women too? Oh, this? Yeah, it's the newest model. Got it in a month or so. Lots of sleepless nights and overtime get you a pretty penny, and when I want something, I'll do whatever I need to get it. Alright. Should be here within an hour. In the meantime, why don't you have a seat? We haven't had a good talk face-to-face before. It's different. All feels a lot more real this way. Nothing to hide. Well, there's a lot you don't see behind a wall of text. You have all the time in the world to craft the perfect image or what you want others to see. Philosophical or not, the truth is there always more to someone behind a screen. When you see them face to face, there's nothing left keeping you from seeing who someone really is. I think you could say I had my doubts. You could have been a cop for all I knew. You know how they go around looking for creeps online sometimes? Oh, I've got a lot of things to hide, and deleting my search history can only do so much. I wouldn't mind sharing with you. There's no cameras around to record all my darkest confessions. I made sure of that. In all seriousness, I think it's important to get any secrets out of the way. No hiding anything important, because if this relationship goes any further, we'll both find out eventually. I want you to be sure just as much as me. I flew a good 4 hours to get here. I think that's proof enough that I'm serious. There's more, actually, and a lot more to clarify so we're on the same page. This isn't a rental house for one. Well, in a way it is. It's my Nana's old house before I brought her a new one for a few blocks down. We've kept it in the family because she's letting me use it for the time being. I needed a place that was safe and didn't have anyone tampering with it. Safe for me and you, of course. And I couldn't have just anyone bring you here. I'd have my personal chauffeur escort you here. I wouldn't trust anyone else with my life or yours. It's a really nice car, isn't it? One of my favorites. That's why I'm so worried, you know? You'll be seeing more of him if you decide to stick around. I'm sure the money and these fancy gadgets caught your attention. Of course you wanted to stay after that. No, but there's more to it than that. All the money in the world wouldn't buy you the freedom if you step into this life with me. It couldn't even buy mine. Right now it's just a little escape from it all, but soon I'll have to go back. I run a very lucrative business that spans across several cities, one that earns most of its profits through unsavory means. Needless to say, the car and this new phone weren't earned from being nice. I guess you can call it that. Maybe not as romantic as the novels make it out to be, but any other word for organized crime makes it a little less intimidating. Well, your case might be the exception, but there was an intention behind it. Finding someone back home wasn't going to cut it for me. There's a lot of people out there who have a field day if there was an easy target nearby to put under ransom. If someone wanted me to talk and pay up, I might just have to for their sake. It's a long way from home and conveniently close to my Nana's, so there's not much reason to think. I'm not here other than to pay her a visit every once in a while, especially as she gets older. Of course it won't work forever, but I suppose if I inherit the estate and decide to rent it out, I have a pretty good reason for coming by on occasion to survey my property and work with the clients. It's the perfect excuse to come see you without having to explain myself. I might have dabbled in a bit of research before I took an interest in you, but make no mistake, you're someone I want to have at my side, and I'd love nothing more than to spend a quiet life with you, just spending our days talking about the things we enjoy, like we always do. But I have a duty to my colleagues. The longer I'm away, the more rumors there will be that spread around, and my enemies will start looking for me. And that means things need to stay how they've been for the past few years, if you don't mind. I know, this week was supposed to be special for us. Unfortunately, every time will have to be like that. If you like the way things are right now, putting yourself closer to this life might make you see things differently. Unless you're ready for the brutal reality that comes with it, I'd rather your view of me be the one that's on the screen. I think given the things you enjoy, you're better off with the image in your head than the real me. Yeah, I know. I wanted to meet the real you too. Real me just has to live every now and then. And for all either of us now, he might never come back. I'll do all that and I can return in one piece, but it's never a guarantee. And I'll stay away for a long time if it means keeping you out of the line of sight and some very bad people. I'm bad too, and I wanted you to know that. Yeah, I'm still the person behind the cute anime girl too. That person is real, and so is this one. And this one loves you for real. Enough to do what I can to keep you safe. I know the longer I'm here, the harder it will be, but I want to enjoy the time I do have right now, so I'll have something to keep living for. It's a little dramatic, but the last few years have meant a lot to me. Being able to talk to you is always a highlight of my day. This whole week will be the highlight of my lifetime. I hope we'll get another chance to do this again, but for now, let's treat it like it will be our last.